So the coronavirus has shaken up many e-commerce markets out there, whether they've risen in demand or absolutely crashed in demand. In this video, we're going to go through the top 5 markets and products out there on Amazon that have been absolutely destroyed by the coronavirus. So if you're looking to sell your own product on Amazon, I'm about to show you something that's going to save you so much time and so much money before you invest in your product. And if you currently sell, this is going to make you reevaluate what you're selling and either double down on it or switch to a better product. Because a lot of people miss this. I don't see very many people teaching this out here. So we are on Amazon. We're looking at flour. Now a lot of people, they go to their Jungle Scout or their Helium 10 tool over here, and this lets us Xray. We're going to use Helium 10 because I prefer it. Amazon Xray here. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so we can all see. And you can see, if you're not familiar with this basically X-rays these listings, the ones that come up first, and it tells us how much money they're making and other behind the scenes information, which is very crucial. So first thing I'm going to do is sort by revenue because demand is everything. That's what this video is about. And you can see that there is a lot of demand for flour right now. It's huge, $500,000 a month for this one product. That's revenue. This is not profit. About a 30 to a 50% probably on flour, maybe closer to 30, seeing how it's heavy to ship. Profit ratio, but you can see they're doing hundreds of thousands of dollars of sales every single month. Now, a lot of people would be like, oh, let's go over to their reviews. This is how many reviews they have. And they're like, wow, this guy's got 11 reviews and he's doing $200,000. This guy's got 10 reviews. They're doing $300,000. This is a great market for me to jump into and start selling flour. It's a $3 million a month market that I really can start today with 0 or 1 or 2 reviews and start making hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is what you have to watch out for. So if we go over to Google Trends, now Google Trends is incredible. If you don't use Google Trends, you're missing out on understanding the depth below your Helium 10 or your Jungle Scout. So we're going to go and type in flour here. And the massive thing that you need to realize is that flour has spiked massively since we've been locked down, since the coronavirus has been going around. And if we go and we put that in perspective, so this is how many people are searching on Google for flour, which is not specifically Amazon, but it's helpful because it's basically a relative score to Amazon. You can see trends up over time. So one flour is a good market to get into because you want your market to be trending up and being more and more demand over time. However, they're at almost 2.5 times their normal demand right now. And obviously this demand is going to drop right back down, and so is their revenue on Amazon. In fact, it's going to drop even less because now everyone's all stocked up on flour. And you have to also realize that the big sellers, the big sharks in this market with the lots and lots of thousands of reviews are normally up on this first page, but they're actually just out of stock because of this massive surge. Now, we want to take this information here, this snapshot that people look at, and apply it to other niches. So when you're looking for your products, you can make sure that you look beyond the surface level of the water. You can see what's actually going on underneath. So let's jump into our 5 examples of markets that you would not want to be in and don't want to get in since the coronavirus crash. Camping, hiking, trekking, any outdoor sort of activity is way down. We're on Google Trends and have a look last March. So March 31, this is where it really started to rise. 2018 in March, it really started to rise. It's a seasonal thing, camping. This March, however, it starts to decline, which is a massive difference compared to where it was or where it's projected to be up here and down here. It's a big drop, and their sales on Amazon, anything in this camping niche has been really hit and destroyed, but not really when I say destroyed, because if you have a look, we're using Helium 10 again, you can see they're doing $410,000 of revenue a month from these simple hiking, trekking sticks. Like a really cool product. They've got great images and everything's going well for them. But of course, they're in a downturn because their whole demand, their whole market, you can see is trending downwards. And I'm clicking this sales graph right here because this is an incredibly powerful tool. This plots their sales, day-by-day sales, over time. And you can see if we go to 90 days, it'll put it in better perspective. Their trend of sales follows the overall market demand on Amazon. You can see this is really getting destroyed from almost 680 sales a day down to 289 sales a day. It's a massive drop. Another product in the camping niche, the Sleep and Go sleep pad. You know, people go out there and camp on these pads, you can see it's still once again doing well, $189,000 of revenue. Now, camping is a massively awesome niche normally. However, coronavirus has put a temporary pin in it. But it will, of course, bounce back as life starts to bounce back. You can see this is the massive drop-off in sales. They're doing 70 sales a day down here instead of 350 sales a day. And you can see this, this line is an incredible tool because if you go 30 days, you can see it's sloping down. However, the camping market is sloping upwards. If we zoom out on this, you can see that camping is sloping upwards over time and becoming more and more in demand and more popular. If this decides to load, you can see down here its bottoms are 18, where over here its bottoms are 24. Its tops up here are 80 and its tops over here 75, 73, 69, 72. So it's a slight trend upwards, and the trend is reflected on the Amazon sales on things that do well in the camping niche. This is what we're going to dive deep into, and this is sort of, I've disguised this lesson of demand inside these 5 things that have crashed in the coronavirus. So I hope you're taking away the right things here. Anything in the travel niche. Travel has been halted. There aren't flights going around. There's no international travel going on apart from emergency travel. And you can see here, Feb 23, suitcases absolutely died on Google Trends, and things in the travel niche such as these 6-set packing cubes, which help you pack neatly into a suitcase, have also crashed with it. You can open up our Helium 10 tool, once again our Xray, and we're going to go straight to the sales chart, and you can see this 6-set pack of cubes is declining over time. We can go to 90 days and you can see it in perspective. It was really spiking here. I don't know if they were doing some form of promotion or not, but you can see it's absolutely dropped since the time of the lockdown, since the time and these people would be disappointed, especially if they were doing some form of promotion, or maybe this is everyone packing cubes in order to travel and get back to their home place to lock down, and then it really slowed and has tapered off. Everything in the luxury space, people are sort of tightening the purse strings, play on words there, and they're not spending on things that are like handbags. This is a women's wallet. You know, people aren't actually going out there and physically shopping. They, one, don't need these wallets, and two, it's sort of a luxury item, being a nice leather looking pretty wallet for a woman. And you can see normally their best sellers rank. This once again is Helium 10. This whole tool suite I'm showing you is Helium 10. Big believer in them. If you're trying to build a 6, 7 or 8 figure business and you don't have Helium 10, you better have a good alternative. Link is in the description for it. And you can see it allows us to see the sales rank over time under the image when you load it up. And now sales rank, if you don't know, is basically how well the product is selling on Amazon compared to every other product. You can see this has ranked in the top 10 sales ranks for its category, which is absolutely insane. It's a lot of money that it's making. Exactly how much, we can use our other Helium 10 tool, the Xray tool, to give us how much it's making. But you can see up here, it's actually bounced up. So its sales rank now is up to the 600, but they're still doing $200,000 a month. But the demand has slowed. This is a big bounce up for things in the luxury goods and accessories niche. Neck relief and spine alignment is quite high up on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. They're not essentials, and people are saving money and budgeting and buying the essentials. This, however, once again, and this is the point I want to, if you've watched this far in this video, take this away from it. It's still doing $60,000 of revenue, even though sales are way down. You can see this once again is trending down over time. Come and use your own Helium 10 tool and Xray these things for yourself. However, if I haven't clearly said it enough yet, this is what I'm inferring. Although it may look like it's down now, it doesn't mean it's a bad market. You want to get the big picture perspective on whatever market you go into, because if we expand this, cervical spine alignment, which be careful going to things like this, but if your trend of competitor products are looking like this and are up over time, it doesn't matter if it temporarily goes down. This may be down for 12 months, but we're trying to get this Amazon money for the long term. We're trying to build these businesses for the long term, and spine alignment is going to be coming back. The demand is up over time. You want to verify what demand looks like over the long term for the best sellers in the niche. If I go and look at the worst sellers in the niche, no matter what the demand is going to be doing, their sales are going to be going down and down and down because they don't know how to sell. Go to your niche, look at someone who knows how to sell, and make sure their demand is trending up over time, and it reflects Google Trends data, which is also going up over time. Number 1 on our list is this wireless barcode scanner. If you've made it this far, before we jump into the stats here, hit that like button below and comment below if you've found any niches that have absolutely crashed because of the coronavirus. They were actually very hard to find. Everything I thought was actually going up because of the coronavirus, and I think a lot of it is because more people are home, more people are on in the digital world, and more people are just searching in general. So it's actually very hard to find. Now, once again, you can see these people are doing over $60,000 of revenue. Incredible. However, sales are down in the short term. This is a wireless barcode scanner because no one needs to scan barcodes really while they're at home. This is a very office-centric and retail-centric product that are not currently operating at the moment. Before you go, make sure you look at the last video we made, which is the 5 biggest surges in demand on Amazon. These ones are more exciting. These are the market crashes. Go and watch, I'll link it up here and in the description below, the 5 biggest jumps in demand on the Amazon website.